Welcome and thanks for tuning in to this episode of Conversations with the Wastewater Whisperer, Lewis Titus of Titus Wastewater Solutions. When we think about the cost savings of using a floating aerator versus having to do those dredges every year to 2 years, what are you looking at when you're trying to compare the costs? It's like pay me now or pay me later. But yeah, I'd really like you to bring out what your experience has been through how much can people save by using this over having to do the dredge.
Well, and that's a very good question, and it's going to vary with every lagoon. It depends on your loading. There's so many factors that go into it. It's hard to put an exact number on that. And I know engineers especially like exact numbers, but I am not willing to put an exact number on. I do know that when I put these units in, and we'll have say a 50% sludge layer, the pond is 50% full of sludge. We can typically, if it's a high percentage of volatile solids, we can typically reduce that sludge anywhere from 50 to 60%, sometimes even more. Now, if there's not a lot of volatile solids, it's not quite so much. So again, it comes down to every lagoon's got to be different. What's the percentage of volatile versus non-volatile solids? What's the size of the pond? When you're talking facultative lagoons, they're usually giant footprint, and they rarely ever dredge them, and they don't really need to dredge them. But the problem they have is as populations increase, load increases from industrial loads coming in, say the food processor moves in, or a dairy processor, or a winery moves in, their load goes up, and their facultative lagoon no longer will function efficiently because they can't get enough oxygen from the wind and the algae. So that's when we put a floating aerator in. It's real easy to do. Usually a few hours we got it in, and it will augment that and bring their DO levels up to an acceptable level. Every instance is going to be a little bit different.